What's going on, guys? Back with another video. So, remember when Sean Fraser made that whole comment, that thing about, Canada's not the wild, wild west, Pierre. We don't want to be defending our homes. We want to just go through the process and comply with the robbers, as that police chief said. And if you don't remember that post, well, here it is. This isn't the wild west. It's Canada. Canadians deserve real solutions that make us safer, not slogans that inspire fear and chaos for Pierre's political survival. Well, that's very interesting, considering that a bunch of conservative MPs have since been reposting this message on X with an article about how Canada literally is the Wild West with all these ridiculous crimes we're seeing. Sean Fraser, just like all these other Liberal MPs, are just absolutely out of their mind, or they're lying on purpose. I'll leave that up for you to decide. Well, Pierre's going to respond to that himself. And maybe this dumbass Sean Fraser will finally get it. So we're going to have a look at this. But before we do, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. And I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. So let's have a look and then we'll talk about it.
What is your response to the comments made by Chief McSween and Justice Minister Fraser?
Well, let's start with Sean Fraser's comments. He says it's not the Wild West out there. Oh, really? Maybe he should talk to Mr. Faruqi's family, this courageous and heroic man who came to the defense of his children who will be traumatized for the rest of their life by watching their father mercilessly killed by a criminal who should be in the slammer. And I hope that those children will, as much as their lives are going to be much more difficult, I hope that as they get older, they understand the true hero that their father was. I'm sure he didn't want to be defending his family. He wanted to be sleeping in bed like the rest of us, but he did it because of the instinct of a father to stand and fight and defend his home and his family.
And that's the thing, right? Like, they don't want you to do that. They want you to just comply, listen to what the robber says, don't do anything. And some people are going to be forced into that situation because they don't have anything to defend themselves with. But if you can defend yourself, you should be able to if someone invades your house. This isn't a slogan, Sean. This is life and death we're talking about. And under your policies, under your new government, it's getting worse. People are committing the most sick and disgusting crimes in front of kids, to the kids. I don't even want to give the example. You know what I'm talking about. It's absolutely sick, twisted, and disgusting to even think that Pierre is anywhere close to wrong on this issue. Of course he's correct. Of course, in a free country, you should be able to protect the home and family that you bought and built together. Duh, right? Well, no, to the Liberals, this is just a slogan. And apparently their laws are keeping people safe. I mean, it's just... Sometimes I get burnt out with the level of stupidity from these people. It's really just... It's true what they say. There's no common sense anymore, especially amongst the modern Liberals. It's gone.
Family from an invader. He shouldn't have had to, but Liberal laws turn criminals free on our streets again and again and again. The Liberals have known this for years. Police officers, mayors, community groups have been crying out for an end to the Liberal catch and release criminal justice system. And yet markcarney, who's been Prime Minister for 5 months now,
almost 6,
decided to go on vacation before ever reversing those laws, and made an even bigger mistake in appointing Sean Fraser as his Justice Minister, a man who first ruined the immigration system as the Immigration Minister under Trudeau, and then ruined the housing market as a Housing Minister. And to give him a third chance to screw something up, Carney has put Sean Fraser in charge of this. It's no wonder crime is raging out of control. My message is that we want to end the Wild West. Lock up the criminals and throw away the key. 3 strikes, you're out. You do 3 violent offenses, you go to jail and you never get out. And I'll add this. People have a right to defend their home. Your home is your castle. Someone comes into your house and threatens your family, you should have the right to take force against them to defend your family. That's what Conservatives propose with the Stand on Guard Act, and that is what we will fight for in this fall session.
Common sense is what they're going to fight for in this fall session. And the Liberals want anything but common sense. They want you to suffer. They don't want you to protect your home. They want you sick, fat, lazy, stupid, all those things that you're dependent on their government, so therefore they'll never get voted out. That's what they want. That's why a lot of people think that Canada is eventually going to turn into a communist shithole. Because it is on its way to that. It's not there yet. We're still a capitalist country. But my God. And especially now with all this AI, automation, a lot of jobs are going to disappear and they're not going to be replaced. So now you're going to have people who want to work, can't, because there's no jobs. And then what happens? Well, you're either going to have one of two things. Mass homelessness and poverty, or universal basic income. And I thought the Liberals were going to throw that out there as a Hail Mary in their last campaign. They did not. I guess they're saving it. But I do believe it's in the plans for them. And if there's going to be so many people losing jobs because of AI and no other jobs being created, or not as many jobs being created, if that were to happen, you would need it. And you don't want that under a tyrannical government like the Liberals. You do not want it. This is the party of mandate, the party of censorship. They are anti-freedom. You hurt a child, they'll give you 3-4 years in jail. But if you protest, they want 8 years. Again, I'm just burnt out with the stupidity. And I still got to make another video today too. So this is... Not that I don't like doing this. I do enjoy it. I definitely enjoy engaging with you guys. But sometimes you're just listening to these constant stupid people like Sean Fraser or Chrystia Freeland, hint, hint, etc., Guibo. I mean, there's just so many of them. It's insane, and they keep getting elected, which is even more insane. And sometimes you just want to pull your hair out and scream. I won't do that to you just to be polite. But it's just like, what do you even say after just so much corruption, so many scandals, so much damage to a country, and then crap like this? I mean, I'll read it one more time for you. This isn't the Wild West. Yeah, again, like Pierre said, tell that to the victims. Tell that to the families of the victims. Canadians deserve real solutions. Like what? Someone comes in, welcome in, Mr. Robber. What would you like to have today? Not slogans. Oh, you mean like elbows up? Isn't that a fucking slogan, you idiot? Inspire, not slogans that inspire fear and chaos for Pierre's political survival. Protecting Canadians is now political survival. There's so many stupid things in 1 or 2 sentences here. It's hard to keep track. It's hard to keep up. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. And again, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll be back shortly with a new one.